Hello and welcome to episode 64 of the Kicking Butt podcast. Today I'm joined by Solis. Solis is an Irish songstress based in Manchester. Her music is for fans of Kate Bush and Jeff Buckley. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Feels like we've done this before.
Got mad deja vu.
This is very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. Thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Your live session sounded fucking great.
Oh, thank you.
I remember, first time I watched you was at Anna McLucky's gig at the Yard.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
It was fun.
that was a great gig.
Yeah.
You and Robin doing your thing.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah, she's got this way of keeping me really calm on stage.
Okay.
I don't know why. She's just like never gets that nervous or doesn't let on that she gets nervous. So I feed off that energy.
Do you get the stage jitters
Yeah.
quite a lot? Oh, really?
Yeah, I get really nervous. I never used to.
Okay.
But I've just developed this nervous thing
Mm,
before I go on stage.
weird.
Yeah.
What do
and
you do to like, is there any things you do to like get around it or
Have a glass of wine.
get pissed?
I don't really. I do maybe have one. I can't
One's
get drunk.
fine.
But
One's fine.
yeah, maybe one just to calm the nerves.
Yeah.
But that is not my like gig
Your
ritual.
go-to.
No.
Whenever I'm feeling weird, I drink alcohol and then I'm okay. After that, it's fine. Good way to be.
Yeah.
I find after it's like for me, it's like 1 pint's okay, 2 pints like the motor functions go, and then 3 pints is I don't even know where I am anymore.
Pure self-sabotage.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I've learned the hard way many times about playing gigs. So, for the people at home that might not have heard of you before, what would you say you sound like? What are the artists that you're pulling influence from?
Well, I think a lot of people say that they can hear a lot of Kate Bush in my music.
Oh, really?
And and I love Jeff Buckley. I love listening to him.
Mm.
And I think I've listened to a lot of Irish trad whenever I was younger, but my music's definitely not Irish trad right now.
Mm.
I think I will go more in that direction, maybe for an album or something
Right.
in the future, but I definitely have those influences in my vocal styles.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Was that something you grew up around? Like a lot of trad music like that?
Yeah, definitely. I did. I think in Ireland, I didn't really have an option.
It was forced down your neck.
Yeah. No, it's great. I actually think the older I'm getting, the more appreciation I have for it.
Mm.
Just the strip back thing. Because I think I had that, and then I moved to Manchester, and I was like, oh my God, everyone plays instruments. Let's just go full whack. And you can probably still hear some of that in the stuff that's going to come out soon. And I went all in. I was like, let's get all the instruments on one song.
Right, yeah.
And now I'm kind of like, okay, right, let's just,
Pull it away.
yeah, strip it back a bit.
So did you come from quite a musical family?
Not my whole family. My nanny, who I was very, very, very close to, she was such an amazing singer, but it was more classical.
Okay.
So I was brought up, I remember being like 4 and we'd be sitting in a cafe and she'd be like, okay, tap out what's the time signature to this song? And even leaving me to school and she'd be doing singing exercises with me in the car. So that kind of, I always sang classical until I moved to Manchester.
I can kind of get that
Yeah.
vibe a little bit. You've got like a real clear like control with your voice that
Thanks.
comes like it's well executed. It comes
Yeah.
across in that sort of
Yeah.
classical way.
Again, that was another, I didn't really have the option because my nanny was so good, and it was
Yeah.
really good. And so, if I was even singing in the house, I could be singing a Britney Spears song and she'd be like, your punctuation wasn't good, like start again. But it's good. It's good
Nice.
practice.
So how long have you been writing your own thing for then?
Since no age, I've got songs, I've got recordings and notes of me writing when I was maybe about 6, 7.
Oh, right, okay.
So I've been writing since I was really young, but then I started gigging as Solis whenever I was about 19.
Okay.
So about 5 years or so.
And has it always been this kind of in this sort of style that you've been, or has it kind of changed over those
Um,
6 years?
yeah, probably about 5 years
Yeah.
I've been playing. It definitely, you get influenced naturally, and I think you don't realize it at the time. And then I'm looking back, and because I think there was a real psychedelic phase in Manchester. I don't know if you remember it, but everyone was like, running around it, listening to loads of psychedelic music, and I think I loved that, and I went for that, and then, but now I think I'm, yeah, as I said, everything's just a lot more stripped back. But yeah, I think the music that's going to come out will be more reflective of that phase whenever I first moved to Manchester.
So that's quite old.
Yeah.
Old stuff then.
Yeah, but I've adapted it as well.
Okay.
There's even a few lyrics that because I'm only releasing it now, I've had time, and I'm quite thankful for that.
Yeah.
So I've actually adapted some of the lyrics to suit where I am now, and some of the guitar melodies and stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. And how different is that, like, recorded stuff to, say, for example, like what we've recorded here today? Obviously, that's like way more stripped back. Is it quite a different vibe, and sort of you're improvising a little bit more around it, or is it kind of you're still locked in with what's going on in the recorded stuff?
I would say the recorded stuff is just a bit beefier.
Okay.
So it's a bit fuller.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it as well. I like having the option. And I think that's cool when you hear it with other bands that you like. And sometimes I even prefer their acoustic versions of the songs because the melody comes out more. So I'd say the recorded stuff is a bit beefier. But then some people might actually even prefer it stripped back, each song. So, yeah.
Have you recorded any stripped back stuff to put out?
No, I think I will. I think for this stuff that's coming out, I think I will actually get recordings, just acoustic recordings, and put them out separately. Just because I don't even know which one I prefer.
It's hard to know with your own stuff, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it still like? Do the songs still feel like fresh to you? Obviously, it's like older material. Like when you listen to it now, do you still enjoy listening to it? I know for a lot of people it can kind of get a bit uninspired after a while of working on it for so long.
I think I fell out of love with them, and then I didn't listen to them for a while, and then I listened to them again, and I was like, oh, actually, it's like when you get a new top or a new piece of clothing, and then you love it, and it's the only thing you want to wear, but then you lose it or something, you lend it to someone and you don't get it back for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And you get it back and you feel like you've got a new outfit again.
That is like such an analogy that like I cannot relate to. Like my wardrobe is like so limited. I've probably been wearing the same clothes for about fucking 7 years or something. But I understand where you come from.
You know what I mean? I probably didn't need an analogy. It would have been easily explained.
I enjoyed the analogy though, yeah. So what's the plan with this release that's coming out? Have you got a rough time scale of when it's happening?
Yeah, I mean, so it was meant to be an album.
Okay.
And that was supposed to be released like 4 years ago. And then just life happens. So I'm quite thankful that I've waited because I think it'll do better as 2 EPs. I think, so I'm going to split it up into 2 EPs. One of them should be released around June.
Cool.
Hopefully that's my goal, and then the next one, not too long after, I'm going to release them quite soon.
Okay.
After. Yeah.
And one of them's called Priestess.
Priestess, yeah. I think that would be one of them. Okay. We call it Priestess, because I went to a women's circle in Manchester.
Can you explain to people what a women's circle is? Because I didn't know what a women's circle was.
Okay, so a women's circle is when loads of women sit in a circle and you kind of bring food to share, and then you kind of just do a lot of journaling, tarot cards, meditation, yoga. It's really fun. It's really, really good. And you just meet loads of lovely women and you share. And I remember trying to think of a name for this body of songs. And I was like, what's it going to be? And then we did some meditation and then I picked up a tarot card and it said priestess. I was like, it's a sign. Yeah.
Nice. My mum went through a phase of like doing tarot cards.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's not a phase.
It was a phase. It was a phase for her. It
Yeah.
lasted about 6 months.
Yeah.
But she'd like do a few on me, and I'm pretty sure she was just making it up as she go along. She just like put like about, oh, it's that one, and then just be like make up some meaning for it. I'm like, I don't think you're doing this quite right.
She's like, you're going to do the dishes in an hour.
yeah, literally. I was like, thanks, Mum. That's great.
Yeah. Oh.
So let's hear some of this music then, and then we'll have a chat about it afterwards and see what else happens.
Yeah, cool.
Solis came in before and did a little live session for us. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back to talk about the tunes afterwards and some other things. See you in a second.
Hi, I'm Solis and I'm joined on violin by Run Remedy, and this first song is called Jigsaw. Once I travelled with the scale of time, taken by surprise, you were there and you were mine. Future and memory seem to collide. Yeah, I know it hurts, but this is just my present mind. Perpetual feelings that glisten and then seem to hide. With the flow and then simmer back down by your side. We complete the jigsaw, honey. Let's get closer. Where did all your pride go, honey? It's not over now. We live in this puzzle, breathe in this other. We complete the jigsaw, honey, and start over. You took my breath away, how'd you do that? Said you had to go, but in your own time you came back. We got in a secret until the gates unlatched. Just my present mind. Perpetual feelings that come and then move to one side, and round in the corners as you take it all in your stride. We complete the jigsaw, honey. Let's get closer. Where did all your pride go, honey? It's not over now. We live in this puzzle, breathe in this other love. We complete the jigsaw, honey, and start over. All I wanna know is if the rain Thank you. This next song is called Home. Robin's just going to change over some effects, I think.
Be careful.
You run back from the city to find someone pretty that you can catch feelings for. You might say feel it, and though it sounds pretty, it's just not pretty enough. Don't hide. You're not alone this time. Straight from the power that slowly will devour your powerless point of view. Though it's misleading, everyone's competing with voices that deem untrue. Take pride. Know your cry. I'll go home where the liberties lie. I'll be home sure till the day that I die. I'll go home. I believe in the right, 'cause it's unknown, homegrown, it's all gone. In the beginning of life I was alone, and I took it in my stride, and now I'm one. And with you I am home, 'cause it's unknown, homegrown, no. Calling back the years and chasing all the fears that seem to come dear to you. Though you're still weary, shying from the theory you can't seem to do. Don't lie. Save some time. I'll go home where the liberties lie. I'll be home sure till the day that I die. I'll go home. I believe in the right, 'cause it's unknown, homegrown, it's all gone. In the beginning of life I was alone, and I took it in my stride, and now I'm one. I'm with you, I am home, 'cause it's unknown, homegrown, no.
To the zone where I'm finding my own. Suddenly I feel again I'm coming down. Took away the warmth, but I don't feel the cold. Tell me if I'm coming down or going home.
Climb up to the zone where I'm fine on my own. Suddenly I feel again I'm coming down. Took away the warmth, but I don't feel the cold. Tell me if I'm coming down or going home. I'm feeling what it's like to derail it. You tell me that I'm just feeling what it's like to be living. And I think it's deceiving. Who's really controlling? It's typically human to believe what we're told. I'll go home where the liberties lie. I'll be home sure till the day that I die. I'll go home. I believe in the right, 'cause it's Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
So where can people find you online?
So you can find me on Instagram. It's solis.insta. Spotify, just Solis, and Twitter, Solis Music Tweet.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to episode 64 of the Kicking Butt podcast. You've just watched a delightful live set from our guest today, Solis. Well done, Solis. So take me through the tunes, 2 tunes that you did. Tell me what they're about, how they came to be.
So I think both of them, with this whole body of songs, these 2 are going to be within those. So Jigsaw's already released, and then Home is going to be very soon. And they're both, the whole thing was just, I think, me finding out, you know, when you're just trying to figure things out and finding your feet. So they're both kind of a bit of a wish-wash of my thinking process of like, what the hell's going on? What am I doing? Where am I going?
Yeah.
And I refer to, I think, kind of love and relationships a lot, mainly in Jigsaw. And in a lot of them, Home is like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And yeah, I think just, you know, when you're like early 20s and you're trying to figure things out, and I think, yeah, that's what I was doing in that. Even Jigsaw, I was like, what, trying to piece together the pieces of some puzzle that I didn't really understand.
Do you feel like you've got your shit together now? You've landed, what, you're like mid-20s now?
Yeah.
I think that's when things are starting to settle, you know, what you want to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still waiting for like the penny to drop. But
Right.
but yeah, no, definitely. I feel the songs now, I think I'm kind of answering most of the questions that I've wrote about in this body of songs. Yeah, you feel they're more secure and more nearly giving advice more than asking for it.
So is there, like, I'm always curious, was there any tunes that you had written at the time that you weren't sure what they were? And then, because a lot of the time people come and they say, like, a year and a half later, they come back to it and they're like, oh shit, that was actually about this thing.
Yeah, that always happens.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like this unraveling of the subconscious into your songwriting.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
I write really quickly.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't just sit and I'm like, right, putting together lyrics. Like some of the lyrics I write, I'll just write them on my phone, and it's more of just a train of thought, and it just comes out, and then that exactly happens, and you know, maybe could be 6 months later.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, yeah, that's what that was about. I didn't even realize it. With Home, I actually wrote that melody, the verse of that melody, when I was about 9, 8.
Ah, okay.
And it was like, I can't remember the lyrics of it. I've got the lyrics somewhere, and it's like, but it was very much like, da 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 da. Take it to the first beat, ask another question, think about it anyway.
Quite
And then
twee little tune.
The chorus was like, it was like, I don't know why troubles seem to fade right out of your way. It starts asking, why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? Why do I not miss you?
Some top quality lyric writing going on there, and melodic writing as well.
I never thought I'd actually sing that, like, filmed, recorded.
It's happened now.
Yeah, it's over now. Yeah.
So it says that like your writing process, obviously you're saying like things kind of just happen in the stream of consciousness. For the album, have you been like working with other people in terms of like piecing together like the production and things?
Yeah, I mean, so I wrote the music, and then whenever I first moved to Manchester, I met Jack and Max, Jack plays bass, Max plays drums, and they've just stuck with me the whole time.
Right.
You know, we've kind of grown together, and my music's definitely grown around them, and vice versa. And then I met my friend Andy, who played guitar on the tunes, and he produced them. But we both produced the songs at my house in Mosside. So the whole thing was recorded at home. And then Yeah, he did the production on it. And then I met Robin, who I've been like trying to manifest for years. I was like, I need a violinist who can sing harmony. And it's a really cool story how I met Robin.
Do tell.
Okay, so I loved Francis Lung. I listened to his album loads, the new album. A friend showed it to me, sent it to me. So I went to see them playing Deaf Institute. And then I saw Robin playing violin and singing, and I was like in love. I was like, she's it, she's the one, she's what I need. And then afterwards we got talking about musical theatre and stuff and harmonies, and I think we took each other's socials to be like, right, let's meet up for a harmony session. And then the following day I got an email to ask did I want to support Francis Lung for the following week.
Okay.
And then Robin saw this, like, what are the odds of that, you know?
Yeah, that's weird.
And then Robin messaged me and she was like, oh, I see you're playing for Francis, supporting Francis Lung. Do you mind if I play with you on a few songs? And then after we played the set, she'd never heard the songs. She just kind of came to sound check and played. And then after the set, she was like, well, am I in the band? And I was like, yeah.
Sure.
What? Yeah, it was really
No
weird, I
way.
thought.
You two are a great pairing, like live. It works so well.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it definitely feels like its own little experience. A reference back to that Anna Buckley gig, I was just like captivated. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, good.
Yeah, the penny drop sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Oh, thanks.
It's been great having you both on the podcast. It's interesting to hear both sides of the story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then? Next 6 months, you got the EPs coming out.
Yeah, the EPs. And I mean, because I've been doing a PGCE this year.
Okay. Right.
And so I've been, it's quite busy, and so I'm gonna get this released, take a year out. I'm gonna move into a van.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drive to Morocco for Christmas. I'm actually not even joking.
Very specific plans. Why Morocco?
I just really want to go to Morocco.
Oh, okay. Right.
Do you know what? Like, everything's just been so serious the past few years.
Yeah.
And I just think that you just need to sometimes get in a van and drive to Morocco.
It's got to be done. The rite of passage. We've all been there. I've done it. You know.
Have you?
No. No, of course not.
You could have just
I could
went with
have. I could
that.
have done it. Yeah. So what, you're going to be like doing up a van and all
Yeah.
that thing?
But the plan is to record the music then while I'm away, because, you know, it's a good, I think you get so much more inspiration when you're so clogged down in the city and everything's so busy that it's really hard to just settle down and produce music. So I've got the songs, I just want to produce them in a van.
Sounds great.
Maybe not in a van, but, you know, just get out, get away for a bit, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get myself away and record the new stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you got the van ready, or is that kind of...
No, I've got the wood. I've got loads of
wood. You got
wood.
the wood, but no van.
No.
Okay. This is an interesting plan.
I've actually already got the spice holders, the magnetic spice holders for the van, but I don't have a van.
Worst comes to worst, you could just like put them in your backpack on the holder, and then
Yeah.
you could walk to Morocco maybe or something.
I've got a bike.
Oh, you could stick them to your bike, magnetic. Perfect. How long's the drive to Morocco?
I don't know.
Okay.
You've got
a plan. You got a path.
Yeah.
That you're going to go on.
Yeah.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do that for a while. Not specifically go to Morocco, but
Yeah.
you know, like get in the van and fuck off.
Yeah. I think
life
everyone
plan
needs it.
Needs
Yeah.
to be done.
Because it's not permanent. You can
No.
come back.
Yeah.
As long as your van's okay to get you back.
Are you going to be like, you know, documenting this journey?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is it going to be on your socials?
Probably. It's good content, like.
So if you were to document this, where would people find? See how I did that little into the plugs there.
Yeah.
What's your handles?
Okay,
Tell
so
the people at home in the camera. Why the hell not?
if I were to document it, but even if not, you can follow my music at solis.insta on Instagram, and obviously Facebook is just Solis. Twitter is Solis Music Tweet, but I don't actually tweet that often, but I will try to more.
Awesome. I do have one more question
Yeah,
before we wrap this up.
yeah.
If you could sum this podcast up in 3 words, what would it be?
Really comfy chairs.
Nothing about the content, just the chairs. Amazing.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'll let you off.
It's a really great podcast.
It's all right. No, you said it there. Really comfy chairs. You've committed to that. You heard it here first, people. Really comfy chairs.
They're really comfy.
It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing the EPs when they come out.
Thanks.
And good luck with Morocco. May you make a safe return.
Thanks for having me.
And she was never seen again. Obviously.
Dude.
Driving off into the sunset in the distance. Go and follow Solis online. She's great. She's got some great EPs coming out, and she's going to be making a wild, wild trip to Morocco. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Whilst you're out there, follow us. RecRooms. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're putting out new artists every week. So follow us on there. I don't even know who we've got on next week, so you'll have to subscribe to find out. Thank you again to Solis.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.